Sorry about the light. Uh, this ain't about the card or anything. And I'm sorry I'm not looking at the camera. It's just that light is bright. Of course you can tell. But I just wanted to say that, about how I am. I'm trying to start a channel, and like a project channel. I have to figure out a name for it. The thing about me, I was trying to run for, going to try and do my best to run for mayor of Summerville, where I live at. And for those of you who watch my video, I live in Ladson, South Carolina, and I'm going to try and be mayor of Summerville, South Carolina. But, that's just a side thing. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. But at least I can say I tried. But, the way I am, I try to be a straightforward person. I don't try to disrespect anybody. And, I have a loving wife. When we first met, it was just a friends thing. And, then it became a relationship. And we was together. We first got together, met February 2008 in actually Trailwood Trailer Park before it closed down. And then April 15th, 2008, we officially became a couple. And then April 15th, 2009, we went, April 15th, 2008, we went to Noisy Oyster on Rivers Avenue, and we sat in a certain seat. And then the following year, exactly the same day following year, we sat, I got them to where we could sit in the same seat. And then I had a little box, and I said, put in a little ring box, and I put inside of it, will you marry me, Ruth? And it had the engagement ring. And I made sure that we sat in the same seat. She sat where she sat, and I sat where I sat. And we ordered the seafood platter. She ordered seafood platter, and I ordered the pasta stuff. But I think I did. I can't really remember. But I know what she ordered. I can't remember if I had the same thing or not. But I got them to put the ring in the center of her platter. They brought it out, and she was looking around or something. I said, look at your plate, woman. And she looked down, and she was like, oh yeah, okay. But I love her. I was glad she said yeah. And I love her very much. And Ruth, if you're watching this, I love you very much. And like I said on my vows, I'm going to do everything I can to take care of you. But it took from 2009 to actually 2016 when I finally was able to pay child support off. She wouldn't marry me because of child support, because it would go on her, I guess. But I wouldn't want to put that on her anyway, and that's why I didn't mind waiting. And I finally got it paid off, and I talked to her, finally got to talk to them to marry me in September. In September I got her, and then we got married December 17th, 2016, which December 7th was about a year and a half now, because this is July 30th, so about halfway. So you got August, September, October, November, about a little over halfway. So we got till it'll be 2 years. But on our first anniversary, I blindfolded her and actually took her to Noisy Oyster, and we sat in the same seats. And what the weird part was, it was pasta, because we ordered the same thing. What we ordered when I asked her to marry me, which was kind of cool, kind of freaky, because I didn't realize what I did till afterwards. But I had them, you know, for a while, we was going to Noisy Oyster every year for celebrating. And then we actually spent our first anniversary there because I wanted it to be a special thing between her and I. So, but we used to get these doilies, the little small ones, and I'd put the date on it that we went to go eat there, you know. And then they didn't have any small ones, and they found a big one, so they put the first anniversary, the date, and everything like that. And to me, it was special, and it's hanging up on the wall. I might show you one day, you know, when I talk about it again. But the thing about me is that, you know, I love my son, Alan. And he's my son, you know, from a different person. And then she's got her son and daughter, Thomas and Tabitha. And I love both of them as much as I love my son, you know. And I've known them since, you know, I got together with the wife. When we officially became a couple, you know. At first it was just a friends thing, like I said before. But, you know, I love them very much. You know, and then we're going to have a grandkid. You know, first one, you know, with her daughter, Tabitha. And, I'm waiting for my son to give me a grandkid. And when that time comes, I would really be spoiling that child. Because that'd be my blood, you know. I just don't want Alan to be mad because, you know, there's another grandkid and I'm paying attention to it, stuff like that. Well, him. We know it's a boy. It's supposed to be a boy. That's what they said. But, you know, sometimes they can be wrong. But, who knows? Anyways, yeah, he's supposed to be, the due date is October 5th. August 5th. And my birthday is August 3rd. So if he's born around my birthday, that would be cool because we could celebrate our birthdays together. And if he was born on the same day, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. And then, what is it? Ooh, I gotta stop drinking that. That's nasty. It's old coffee. Let's go to turn my stomach. Anyways, you know, I'm glad to be a granddaddy, you know. And I try to be a good person to people. You know, I don't try, you know, if you get on my bad side, you're gonna know it. You know, seriously. And I don't take no crap from nobody, but I don't try to start any fights. You know, I don't believe in violence because I know that if push comes to shove, I could hurt someone. You know, it's not bragging, it's just how I am. And if you hit me in the head, you're just going to piss me off. That's just plain and simple. And I know I say "and" a lot. And just did it again. Anyways, if I say "Anna" a lot, just ignore it. But when I pass away, if I got a vehicle, it goes to my son Alan. And I'm going to see through that. And then my wife, you know, whatever I have is hers. And she can do whatever she wants to with it. It ain't going to matter to me none. I can't take it with me. You know, but I try to be a good person. You know, I do love people. And there's only one person in my life that I hate. But I'm not going into that. Because that's for a reason. And I don't, you know, I know there's people that drink and stuff and they beg for money. I don't care. You know, if somebody asks me for something and I have it, you know, I was raised that if you can help someone, help them. You know, it's not to get points with God or, you know, get brownie points with other people or make myself look good. It's because I want to do it. And it's how I feel. You know, I don't try to be something I'm not, because I know that if I try to be something I'm not, then I'm not who I am. And I thought about it, that, you know, people talk about if they could go back in time, they would change themselves. I wouldn't like the bad things that happened, but I wouldn't change a damn thing in my life, because it actually made me who I am. You know, it made me the person I am. And I learned a long time ago that everyone has a choice of, you can either be a good person or you can be a bad person. You know, and you have that choice of which way you go in life. You can either do good things or do bad things. I was right there at that point. I could have been a bad person, but I chose to be a good person. And I'm happy with my choice. You know, I try so hard. You know, I try to do the right thing, pay my bills, show people I care, you know, help people, stuff like that. You know, I care about what happens to my wife and what happens to my kids, all of them. And then I got Tiggy right there. That's my little kitty. Yeah, I got my Tanya. She's probably somewhere sleeping or something, or she's in the living room. It's not disappointing people. I just don't want to disappoint myself. And, you know, my stepdad, you know, I have my real father, but my stepdad, he passed away June 16, 2016. And I used to talk to, you know, at first we didn't really talk to each other. Long story there. And then towards the end, I knew that his time was coming, but I didn't know exactly when, so I started going over to Mom's house every weekend to see him and everything, you know, and get to spend time with him, you know, while I can. And then, yeah, I miss him. I do have this, you know, pocket knife that, from what I understand, belonged to him. And it's the only thing I have that was his. And it still bothers me, because we actually became good friends. You know, and I have a lot of respect for him, because he took care of 5 kids. Well, 4 boys that he didn't have to, and then Angel came around, so then it was 5 kids. Which, that one was his, so he had to do that one. And, you know, I'm a smart ass, and I got it from him. But sometimes I wish he was around, be able to talk to him, you know, and ask him things. Yeah. And I think I made him proud when I got my GED. I think he was proud about that one. Made him happy. You know, I mainly did it for myself, but I wanted him to be proud of something I did, and he was. You know, and he could see I was trying. You know, I know there's been times where I disappointed him, but anyways, it is. Now I'm gonna cut this short. I just wanted to say a little bit about how I am, but it just turned 3 o'clock in the morning. But I'm gonna cut it so I can go to sleep and get a couple hours of sleep. I'm being serious. A couple hours of sleep. Because I got things I gotta do. But I will make another video later on, somewhere down the road. Tell a little bit more about how I am. But everybody, one suggestion to give to people: don't let things sweat you. I don't drink and do drugs. And actually, I'm happy about that, because it keeps my mind straight, and I can focus on my wife and taking care of her, seeing that she gets what she needs. I wish I could give her what she wants, but sometimes it's hard. And it just, that I can't give her everything she wants. And I'd like to, and help my family, which that's a subject I'm not going to talk about. Not the family thing, but just the thing, what I said. But I'm going, if I could win the lottery, I'd really make her happy. I could pay her bills, my bills, get everything caught up, and she wouldn't have to worry about nothing no more. And if I passed away, she'd definitely have money to, keep her tied over, stuff like that, help her out. And I'm tired. Not because of being 3 o'clock, it's just, I'm tired of struggling and fighting and trying to make do. I try to stay above water. I'm doing pretty good at it. I'm getting better. I'm doing a lot better than I did before I met her. And she kind of straightened me out. And the funny thing is that my favorite color is pink. Of course, y'all know that. And her favorite color is blue. And that was our colors at the wedding. And, well, pink, blue, and white. Of course, white had to be in there, because that was a wedding thing, But, like I said before, don't let things sweat you. What's the point? There's no point. You live your life, be a straight